Okay then, so for question 3, you do have to write a bit more of a detailed answer, and you're aiming to include 8 to 10 pieces of information, ideally for a band 5 answer. If you struggle to do that first, you can see here, top answers will have 8 to 10 PEA sentences. I'd be aiming for kind of 6, 7, or 8 ideas at this point. Once you include 6, build up to including 7. Once you can include 7, build up to including 8, etc. And remember, these are not full paragraphs. These are quick, kind of much more straightforward analysis. So the question is, what impression do you get of the Selenites? You should consider how the Selenites are presented in these lines, the writer's use of language and structure to show the Selenites. You must refer to the text to support your answer using relevant subject terminology. So top tips, you need to find words and phrases that the writers use to present the topic. You need to make inferences using the quotes selected, and top answers will have 8 to 10. And if you, as a challenge, you could try and use subject terminology like metaphors, imagery, and verb choice. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the Selenites extract. Before you answer the question, you're going to make sure you've read specified lines for the second time, and then find and highlight 8 to 10 words and phrases that tell you something about the Selenites. Now, let's just do that at the very beginning of that together. Okay, so what lines are they? 9 to 27, and I have to highlight things that give me specific different things about the Selenites. And I'm just going to put there, what inferences can you make? Because this exam is all about your inference skills, really accurately matching your inferences to your quotes, okay? So when we go back to the section, back to the extract, sorry. Okay, we're going to find lines 9 to 27, so 9 to the end I can use for this. Okay, but I'm just going to do the very beginning bit. And go back and check the section again. So what impressions do I get of the Selenites? He was a blank black figure to us. Okay, blank suggests that, so if I focus on single words, that's even better for this exam because it's less words, takes less time, and is really focused analysis. Okay, it's an adjective. Suggests he is nondescript, which means he doesn't have any kind of defining features. I'll spell descript. No defining human features is suggested by that word blank. Black figure. If something's black, my associations, actually connotation is a better word, connotations of darkness, evil, could foreshadow that these are bad creatures. I'm just going to do one more. Instinctively, our imagination supplied features to his very human outline. I at least took it instantly that he was somewhat hunchbacked, with a high forehead and long features. I'm just going to check, is it, what impressions are we given? Yeah, so we are, that is an impression that we're given, that he's got some kind of hunchback. So the Selenite stands in a stooped way, maybe how they are shaped, or maybe in pain. So that's kind of an impression that I am getting. Now, there are lots more inferences that you can make and kind of images that you can describe and analyze going through here, okay? So try and pick out a range of things that give you different aspects to talk about the Selenites. Okay, and if I go to this slide, slide 13, so you might want to pause the video now, go and do your highlighting and your annotating, come back here. Now I'm going to talk through how to answer this, okay? So at the start of the section, Wells uses the adjective blank to suggest a mysterious quality to the Selenites. That is a little bit vague. I'm just going to add also implying, so suggesting, implying, how I'm connecting my ideas, that creatures have nondescript facial features. That's a very specific comment to make about that, okay? The following adjective, black, associates a dark tone to this mystery and suggests that the Selenites might be frightening. Okay, that's good. So I've used terminology there. In the quote, just one word. And I would actually use the word associates. A better word for that is connotes. It's a dark tone to this mystery. But either or is fine. Okay, just wanted to teach you about that bit of vocabulary. So I'm going to write the next one for you. So go back here. So he was somewhat hunchbacked. The creature, or next, so I need to connective. Next, the creature is described as somewhat hunchbacked, suggesting that his body appears deformed to the humans, or possibly that he is injured or in pain and thus cannot stand up properly. Okay, so connective, the creature is described as, my quote, and then what that is suggesting, what inferences, what impressions I'm getting on here. So I want you to try and finish by adding at least 5 more to this, please. I've done 3 for you, so we need to try and get to at least 8. If you try and do 7 more, that would be fantastic. You don't actually have to do a separate paragraph each time, so the ideal answer would be written like this. And you've got your connectives which structure it. So the following adjective at the start and next. I was just trying to show you how separate and how brief those different points are. But if you wanted to write it all together as one paragraph to fit it on the slide, that's fine. If you want to go on to another slide, that's fine. Okay, then the only remaining thing to do for lesson 1 is to do this bit of self-assessment. You give yourself a mark out of 5 in terms of confidence for questions 1 to 3. Okay, and try and explain to me how you're feeling. It's really hard for me to judge from here if you feel like you've learned this okay from home or if you feel completely all over the place with it. So if you give me some more information, the next live lesson that we do, I'll try and troubleshoot any problems that people are having, all right? Okay, guys, well done, and I will do a separate video for lesson 2.